So, big strategic meetings going on between universities and the local services and councils and mayor's offices, but often don't include a student voice. So what difference did it make having students themselves at the table with the police and the council? Did that change the tone or, the ideas discussed?
I think it's not just students, it's young people in general. I think I started my advocacy journey when I was 11, but it wasn't until I was about 18 where I realised that not everyone is listening to us. I think for our students, initial sessions that they had with some of the organisations, they didn't feel like they were being listened to, and they did feel like, oh, they're just coming here to simply tick a box. And I think for us, it was finding the right people in the right organisations. Some, i.e. for the police, and it's not to use them as an example, but they have so many different sort of forces and teams there. It was trying to find who was the officer leading on that particular work, and once we had done that, then actually the conversations were a bit more, I think, flowy, if that's a word. It's not really a word, but they flowed a little bit better. Actually the experiences were valued more. I think for some organisations like the police and council, sometimes they do focus on the numbers quite a bit, with sometimes forgetting about those experiences. Yeah. So I was always trying to tell the students, try and think about how you use your experiences with some of the numbers, because it sort of hits them a little bit better, and the understanding is much better as well.
I love that. I love that you're like coaching students on the use of data and storytelling. That's really fascinating.
I think it's really difficult because we don't want to be like a lecturer that they come across all day long. I think for me, myself, I know I don't like, maybe I'm being hard, I don't like being controlled and managed in the way. So I was trying to do the same thing for the students, letting them have the opportunity. But yeah, I think I was using a lot of my experiences of being on a board level panel and trying to sort of replicate it, but knowing that different organizations have different structures, it was maybe a little bit more difficult. So yeah, it's still a learning curve. Unfortunately, our student has graduated now and has moved back home, so they're not on the panel anymore. But I think for me, being on the panel as a young person, it still allows us to have that connection. And for the police themselves, I think they feel like that they can work closer with us. In the past, they didn't have anyone from the university representing, and now they do, so they can have that clear communication. And they now do come to me about things that they want to do, and that has really improved that relationship.
Oh, that's amazing. So it's like they understand your role within the student body, and that you can represent that voice.
Exactly. And I think that the police have said this themselves. We have about 24,000 students at Reading. To them, if we were slightly spread apart and everyone was together, that would be a community that would need policing. But we simply don't have that, and we're sharing with different areas. So actually having that clear communication and being able to work together helps in their work, but also in our work in raising awareness and trying to manage that expectation that I've talked about.